Hi, this is Dale Stringer. Welcome back to my office. In this video, we're going to visit 3 situations to avoid when it comes to Medicare. The first one is a fairly common occurrence. It's paying the Part B deductible that every doctor's office tries to get you to pay before they allow you to visit with a doctor. You know, when you walk into the receptionist desk and you check in and she says you haven't paid your deductible $185 yet, the office then asks you to pay the deductible on the same day that's your appointment. Then a couple of weeks later, guess what happens? You get a bill from the doctor's office saying you haven't paid the deductible even though you have. What happens is you pay the deductible at the doctor's office, but unfortunately Medicare isn't notified by the doctor that you've paid it. When this happens, Medicare will process the claim without recording the fact that you paid the deductible. What needs to happen for the doctor's office is to first submit your claim to Medicare. Then Medicare tells you how much it is paid to the doctor's office and how much your portion of the deductible actually is. Usually the doctor's office inflates the bill a little bit and then Medicare pays a lesser amount, which means in return that your deductible is going to be smaller. Also, when you're going to several doctors, you pay the deductible at the first doctor's office, or let's say the lab facility, and then they bill Medicare first. Medicare again processes the claim from the first provider minus the deductible, and then the second provider bills you for the deductible a second time. Then what happens, you have to try to get the second doctor's office to refund the deductible to you since Medicare has already applied it to another claim. And guess what? This gets to be a real hassle for you. The best way to avoid this is to have the doctor's office submit your claim to Medicare first. Then Medicare can determine how much is to be paid for the visit and how much that you need to pay for the amount of the deductible. So always ask the doctor's office to bill you first for the deductible after Medicare has paid the bill. Now, another problem area is when dealing with procuring durable medical equipment. Medicare will only pay for equipment from a Medicare-approved provider. What happens is you need to remember to ask the question, is the equipment and the vendor Medicare approved? If the answer is no, then ask the doctor to get the equipment from a Medicare-approved vendor. Many times a vendor will walk in and say that this is what the doctor has ordered for you, so please sign here. But please make sure that you ask the vendor if the equipment is Medicare-approved. Now, another area of concern is when you first retire and you go to the doctor's office. You must first notify Medicare that Medicare is now your primary insurance carrier and not your employer's plan. Many times your company will not notify that your employer plan has been terminated and Medicare is now your primary coverage. When this happens, Medicare won't pay the bills and your Medicare supplement plan will not pay the bills either. Now, these are areas that can be avoided if you have set up your My Medicare accounts. This account eliminates the guesswork about your claims with Medicare. You can see what your claims are, how much Medicare has been billed, how much Medicare is actually paid, and the amount that you actually owe yourself. You set this account up by going to mymedicare.gov and completing the new to Medicare account information. Again, this is Dale Stringer speaking. I hope this video has been a benefit to you. If there's anything I can do to help you with your Medicare coverage, please feel free to give me a call at 1-800-825-2919 or send an email to info@firstmedicareadvisors.com. Feel free to reach out because we're here to be of service to you. Thank you so much for watching our video. It's greatly appreciated.